Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Willis going to throw it right away. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Willis. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Willis looking to throw it.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose.
And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Oh, he's going to have to shake out the cut. Each time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled. On second down, Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just one. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Seahawks 0.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 3rd down and 13.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Willis looks to pass it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Willis on the sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Willis on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Malik Willis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Willis. Throw out wide to Walker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw, here's Willis.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will line us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it would be better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Down to about the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Willis will look to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And Walker has it. And he is tackled inside the 49, point to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Now Willis to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Willis, got to have this one.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Here's 2nd down. Now Willis.
He completes this to Walker. Has some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Throwing, Willis. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This is first and 10. Here's Willis. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
A 60-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise, how about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with, and to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
40 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you just say, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Again, it's Walker.
A little juke. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now, as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give for Walker running right. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away. Down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Willis to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's good for the Seahawks.
Here's Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Walker.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Seahawks field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough, because it was a